This is so unorganized. Okay. Okay, we're doing a 2v2 here with the 24H clan. We're just kind of doing like a fun 2v2 tournament here. With it. It's not gonna be like pro quality or anything, it's just for fun players, and they try to get like relatively balanced. I think Rui was playing random. I didn't keep he's random. Yeah, spawning bottom left, we got Rui as Terran, his teammate BBQ spawning top right as Protoss. He will be picking Protoss in the tournament. I didn't see if these two people picked, but bad with name. It's like Vita, like this. And then 6501 or Uncle 6. We'll see. I think Terran Toss is pretty hard to play. Obviously the team with Zerg is kind of like, feels like they're favored because they're going to have early game control, so we'll see what they decide to do with it. It is going to be, looks like Overpool from Uncle 6 here, teammate. Typically you would see Gas and Tech, but they do play a lot of 2-gate. So we're going to see 2-gate and Kings. I think this is kind of the best case scenario for Bebe and Rui, because it means they don't have to worry about Dragoons, so they can basically defend if you just defend your ramp. Right? You can defend your ramp here. And if you successfully defend your ramp, then they can scale into the mid game pretty well, and they can hold on one defensive. They don't have to get aggressive here. So defensive 2-gate's actually going to be pretty strong here against 2-gate and Lings. Did pull off 2 on Gas. We didn't start speed yet. Okay, there. Maybe this was... I wasn't really paying attention. Maybe this is speed and layer? Or it could be layer first. I wasn't paying attention. So we'll see. They're going to move out. Yeah, so a trick you can do here that Rui is doing is you can use your barracks to cover your SCVs, and then you can select everything and do hold position. It makes it where the units will try to go after the Marine and they will not target the SCVs, so they actually cannot get up the ramp target firing. Because you just can't kill the SCVs or get them out of the way. So this is like a really good strategy when they are doing like Zealotling. You'll see the Zealot's going to run around, and it cannot reach the SCVs. So there's just nothing you can do about it here. So good defensive play here from Rui. Going into 2 factory. Zealot's just sit on the ramp and it's comfortable here. Going up the Cyber Core. They'll be finished relatively soon. There it goes. And then we actually have cannons here. This is interesting. Went 3 Zealot, now we're going defensive. I mean, it's gonna be good against like the Vulture and stuff, but it does kind of keep you inside your base. So we're not gonna have Dragoons for a while here. You are gonna get cannons here defensively for full 6. You see a lot of that, like a lot of times you'll transport. Very hard for because Toss is going to get blocked, right? There's going to be vultures and stuff out, so Toss won't be able to go across easily to help if he's in trouble, so yeah, just be securing the Zerg's position. They're comfortable. We are going to get Corsair out of Bebe. Vultures here fighting the middle, so it's going to be... And yeah, we did not go Link Speed first, so... Face these down and kill a bunch for free. Going on Spire. I guess we're going with the cannons. not really necessary. Like if you have the cannons on your rank, you don't really afford sunken economy. The whole point of it is that you don't have to sacrifice homes and you can not have to rely. That being said, we don't have any lings with this, so it'd be a little bit dangerous. It's only one cannon. I guess the sunken is going to be hopeful here. But there's no lings at all because we lost those lings for free earlier. With the sunken and the extra cannon finishing, a little bit's going to get past. Kind of hurt a bit. Actually, just half everything. I'm going to start losing some drones here. And this is quite a bit. First meter comes out. We are going to clean this up, but it's like what kind of damage we're going to take, right? Losing the Spire is incredibly painful. Finding during all of this. I think we just accidentally killed our teammate. Sunken. I think that's what we just saw there. So, Mutas are going to clean this up. Damage is done, though. In the meantime, we're making Corsair behind us. We got third Corsair on the way. And this can be really bad for Zerg because if these Muta get to where they're being outscaled by the Corsair, we don't have a Spire anymore. It's going to be a little bit before we... Mine does Vulture running. Incredibly annoying. Almost going to kill a drone, but not quite. Spire is going to start soon, but we're going to be up to 4 Corsair like long before the Spire finishes. Even 5 Corsair, which can easily beat the Muta. He does at least have these cannons, so he can be protected in that way. The Overlord, yeah, I was going to say the Overlord kind of wants to sit with the Corsair coming out. We're going to fly across. Really does have Goliath here. Goliath obviously pretty good against Muta, but really, really bad against Dragoons. Luckily, Teal is Dragoon. Feeling that forward turret does at least make it where it's hard for Rui to expand, but it doesn't look. So we're up to 4 Corsair, 5th will be up soon. Uncle 6 is a little bit. So yeah, DT coming out. DT won't be able to get any damage. We'll at least have that for a while. We have no detection like for Rui and Bebe. The Academy's coming down now, so get a scan. It'll just be 1 scanner, making an extra sunken here. 6. Again, I think I'm not a big fan of the extra sunkens, but I mean it will at least keep a speaker. Likely. With the Zealot and then... Okay. Not quite blocking the ramp correctly though. But it actually causes separation, so the Zealots run up and die. Goliath won't be able to get anything done. You kind of see what I mean, like the extra sunken is not necessary in this situation. Zerg's eco is a little bit low. But DT, like I said, they're gonna go for a little while, so there's that. It's going to be chased all the way back home. Or we try to rebuild the third, let's flip side. I'm not playing, I'm just doing a little test here. But how's it going, dude? Oh. Scan here and kill this one. Well, we don't have any like long-term detection. Still no robo on the way or anything. Fortunately, it looks like we just lost a couple of our... Is it misleading? Wait, what is my title? Yes, okay. I think I left a word out. Yeah, this is just a little bit of an issue. We need like actual mobile detection. Finally, the robo facility has started. It's going to get them into a pretty rough position because it's going to be a long time before they can take an expansion. And because DT are going to have map control for so long, both of these can expand very easily right now. Try to come out with their own DT, but I'm tired. A bit sick today. But yeah, we have the cannon here in place. Damage done. Yeah, we have Overlord. Continuing Corsair, so we're lost at least 2 from what I see remaining. be able to push these back. We can kill this Overlord, and then if the DT were coming, we could actually make this a bit. DT's not coming, and they're gonna fly into a cannon here. We're gonna lose another Corsair. Cannons are gonna come. Okay. At this point, this base is pretty secured as well. In the meantime, Bebe is trying to push out to take this Nexus. Kind of like creeping cannons. Better than... It's probably better at this point than just waiting for the Observer, because the Observer is so late. Definitely need to get expensive up. This is mining very, very healthily here for Teal. So his macro can jump way ahead of the game. Be careful. But Rui does get his secured. It's in range. Unfortunately, it's not. And I don't know that that cannon did this next. I don't think it did. In the meantime, we're losing more Corsair here. Bebe, not necessarily known for her Corsair control, but she has been trying to use them a lot more recently. But yeah, I think we bled off like 5 or 6 Corsair now. Okay, that cannon barely would have made it in time. Oh. But Expo finishes, we're gonna get the transfer. Even actually had even a few more. I've been kind of overproduced, which is good. It's good to overproduce for the transfer. But as you can see, because her expansion's only just now finished, we're just now going up to our 3rd gateway. Meanwhile, we're on 6 gateways for. Rui is moving out here. Has a pretty big army, and still doesn't really have a whole lot. Like, even though their expansions have been up for a while, the actual army size is looking really, really nice for Rui and BBQ. Big mine hits here too, so these zealots are incredibly soft. And he might just win the game here with the push. I mean, this is really, really scary looking. Even though the supplies like looking pretty decent for Teal, his army just looks. We've got so many cannons all over the place. We've spent a lot of money on cannons. I mean, we got 3 here, we got another one here, we got like 3 randomly up here, we've made like 5 over here in our teammate's base. A lot of money gone into cannons, so our army's just not very, very big right now. And our army composition's not good either, just Zealot Goon at this point. And yeah, this mech army is just looking super strong. We are losing a lot on the ramp to these cannons. There still should be fine. 6501 is going into Hydra here. Pretty good in the mech. Yeah, I think we just bled off a bit too much here on the ramp. Maybe a little bit disjointed of an attack. It's still fine, like we killed a fair amount of the workers, it looks like. We didn't quite kill the Nexus, but I think the situation still looks okay. Zerg supply is starting to look pretty decent though with the Hydra output. But we are getting into Storm Tech here for a Bebe. She did get up to 5 gateways. Had like a couple gateways. But I guess we did pull the probe. I don't think we killed very many probes. Still very saturated. 3rd base coming down here for Rui. I feel like we're just going to be on pretty much mass Hydra here. 4 drones money. Economy a little bit weak for 60. A random outposted unit here. Mine actually catching 2 of the Hydras here. Another Hydra goes down there. These mines are getting pretty good value actually. Yeah, but 1 tank is going to go down. Not even. Not even going to lose this tank. That was just a really bad trade. Around Zerg here. In the meantime, Bebe's supply is looking pretty good now. Like, it's one thing she's always been pretty good about is her macro. And 1 good fight here at Teal's base, and he had had that exposed for a very long time. Supply is even. Like I said, Rui's mech is getting very good trades. So this is going to get chased back. But Rui is securing his 3rd, so he's going to have a very strong eco. Strongest eco in the game very soon. Looks like we're building more cannons here. Maybe not like the most important thing to prioritize right now, but for the future, I guess. Yeah, if we're gonna build cannons here, I mean, we're out here fighting in the map. This is not really what you need to be worried about, I think. You can build the Nexus if you want to, but I think we've dumped a little bit too much money to cannon. Hurt him a bit. Like, little random, like, outpost. Not funny to me. I think this will get cleaned up. Should be relatively efficient though. Good storm on the Muta is going to clean up a lot of the Muta with the turret here. Does lose all the Templar. I don't think we got all the storms off. But this is still fine. Rui's going to be really, really strong soon. His macro should be popping off pretty soon. We still don't have Vulture speed, actually. Base is mining out here for Protoss. So we're getting to the third base here. Bebe trying to set up for a third. Get canceled. Hopefully we don't. Okay, good. Should have hit the can. Meanwhile, Mita's trailing and picking off more High Templars. So really, really good by 6501. Getting good trades here with the Muta. Good picks. Little fort. So it's starting to get a little bit scary again for Bebe because we are kind of starving out. We're on one base economy and it's going to be hard to take a third, it looks like. I mean, it's getting us third base. Zerg Eco is going to be prolonged for a while. So add more. Also, I feel like the mech's going to have to get a lot of value here soon. But it should be able to. Like, supply, like I said, looks really, really good for him. Kind of went back into mass Muta here. Which I honestly don't mind. No more Corsair coming up. Mass Muta actually does surprisingly well against Goliath. Problem is just that with Rui being on 3 gas and the Rig being on Goliath will eventually outsell the Muta here. Yeah, and with the Zealots with the really this is all gonna get Muta's here. We're gonna get a big storm here though. That's a really nice storm actually. And with the Archons on top of it, so we do actually kill a ton of the Muta. Really, really good storm by Bebe there. Really reducing the Muta count and getting them very low so it's hard for them to fight. So she's basically came out to try to protect some of the army, and they don't really have like a big sense of direction. I don't think they know that Protoss has this base up here. It is very, very bustable if they knew. Meanwhile, sorry I missed it. Muta's coming in here. Killing a bunch of the turrets though, like we're just trading Mutas out for turrets at this point. Totally fine for Rui here. The account's getting very low again. P5 is floating a lot right now. We're just massing a couple more down. Bebe once again trying to secure this base and won't get jumped on. I mean, just kind of in the middle of the map right now. We're gonna lose the space again. It's just getting kind of more and more scary here that we're not securing third. I feel like we need to be putting a lot of emphasis on getting this third base for Bebe. Okay, you gotta fly over the Archon and take a damage here. But yeah, she's just gonna give up on this third, and it looks like they're just gonna go for the pull. I do think Zerg dies anyway. I mean, they've actually been able to attack it for a very long. Playing it kind of safe. Yeah, finally pulling the trigger and going for the attack here. There's gonna be a bit of a counterattack from Teal, but I think with the macro from could be fun. We've been on 3 base mech for a while now. He'll be able to hold on to those. He'll take some damage, but it's not that big of a deal. I mean, they're completely killing. Maybe it's actually just gonna protect them anyway. On this game, just over now. Zerg at 34 supply. Teal fair amount less supply as well as Bebe. Again, going for the third base here, but they're just Archon to deny the base. GG is called. And one goes to Rui and yeah, we're just doing like a short chill stream. Like I said, they were doing 2v2s. They have like their own little tournament they're doing right now. Lazy short cat. Noctosis casting now? You're the goat man of many. Noctosis? What do you mean Noctosis? Get it. Sub dual tech. Dual tech. I never know what to call you. Dual doesn't. It's not like an easy thing to say, you know? Noctosis? Yeah, but what's the knock? What's the knocked? Oh? Like no skills? Is that what you're referring to? Is that how old school we're being about it? Nocturnal? I was never. You don't even know who I am? After all these years. These are my two names. I was never Nocturne. StarCraft 2, I was Muramasa. Muramasa. Okay, so once again, Rui got Terran, it looks like. And then his teammate, Bebe, she will always Protoss. Always. Opponents. Itala. Like that. Protoss again, and Uncle. As same matchup. We'll probably end up trying to play it, I guess, similar. At least the turn and toss, though, kind of want to see if there's any adaptation here from Protoss here. Toss orange. We'll see if he wants to go mech this time. It looks like it is just attack. Looks like it is just going to be yet again. I mean, like I said before, 2-gate I think is okay, but I think in this matchup it's not so good. They don't know what Rui is. I'm pretty sure Rui is random. But usually if you go 2-gate and then your teammate is going Link, you kind of want to be against his combo to try and get some damage. Or you can maybe force your way. But they should know to be defensive. Like, did this last game, and I imagine they'll do it again this time. It's just you get your zealots on the ramp and you need to hold the ramp. Like, worst case, you can make build battery, maybe going like that. I feel like you need to. Same thing where he's just going to make his marine. Or we're going for full wall. It's much more dangerous. The Lings can slip this. But he sees the Lings coming. So imagine we're gonna right? Start chasing the foreground though instead of going a little bit of and Marines. Now we got the 2 SCV. Maybe he'll try and do it the same way. I feel like he should. But we'll see. See what the point is. Rui. An extra. Not super efficient. We're gonna have like a really like anyway. Bebe, which is see if she makes a shield battery. I kind of taught her to do this recently. We're not gonna go for the shield battery. We're just gonna trust her, and that's actually fine. Like it's only 2 zealots coming, 6 lings. Macro is just a bit behind you. 1 for not even faster tech. Kind of has the forge. A little bit of wasted money on the forge. Efficient on the. Get a bunker coming down here and vulture armor coming down. Goliath. Obviously very against Zerg. Yep, so they're gonna be nice and safe here. Target coming down, we got the cannons coming. Protoss, so it all pretty much looks relatively the same. Vulture once again looking for a couple picks here. Gonna get 1 ling. Flag does start. Be expected. 3 lings go down, so pretty good vulture here. Hey, what's up, Ryder? Okay, so we're pretty much doing the exact same thing. We got the cannons, Falcons with the cannons. They lost a few lings. Have 1 extra zealot here to protect them. This is the exact same, and we're doing Goliath here. I'm sleepy. Don't judge me. This is casual, okay? Okay, so basically everybody going defensive. Nobody actually looking to get very aggressive in the beginning. That's kind of one thing. If they don't plan on going like Zealot Ling practice, and I guess he's going over pool because they don't know if Rui is Zerg or not. But if you're not planning on being aggressive, I'd like to just see pullers. Basically just playing very low eco in the beginning and with it. Corsair does poke in, but the Overlord is already. Well, the Spire is complete. We're going to turn back around home. This is the right call. I don't want to bank up. So Corsair, we're going to get defensive cannons so that the can handle any Scourge coming out, so that'll obviously Corsair. Should be able to get this over. Get out of it. If she's paying attention. If this is already on a command go, but we also weren't actually throwing it, so we're gonna lose the course. So not good, but she does like to bleed off her Corsair. Okay, coming up to 4 gate here for the Protoss. Bebe. Be looking for doing cannon low ground. Relatively expansion. Oh, this is Dragoon Ranger +1. I don't think she normally goes +1, but she's +1 here. Typically, when you're going +1 Sarah against the Scourge, you're looking at kind of a minimum of 6. 6 is like the magic popping Scourge without them. Both players going anti-Muta. Meanwhile, top. Once again, kind of. I don't know, we only made 3 cannons this time. I don't know where our units are. Supply is kind of the same. I mean, I guess the units are both players, but she has Corsair at least. Yeah, we just don't have units. 4 units, right? I guess because we have a few protect. So, we got the cannon coming here. We did have 2 DT pop here, but they're just staying at home right now. And this time, position bought DT. It's easy. We are doing a push out. We do have a scanner coming down, so we're gonna have 1 scan at least for this push. Relatively soon. I think they're 3 in the Mutas are gonna come down here. But they can't just back. We're up to 5 Scourge though, so this is gonna have to run away. Or 5 Corsair, sorry. Actually went for the back Corsair, so we don't get a kill there. Scan did go down and killed both DT with 1 scan. Obviously, here. Denied the 6-man. 1 Archon. Could actually push up and kill, but they're a little bit scared, probably because they don't have scan. Anyway. They actually could have just pushed, but they don't know that. DT is going to walk into a cannon and die. Yep. While Terran pretty much retained their entire army. We're going to get an It's kind of been trying a little bit, getting her off of the Robo facility coming down now. Yeah. T popped out here. Do need to clear this mine. But with the probe there, I end up losing the probe. Actually. Looks like they're gonna swing over here and kill the expansion here. Really not much to defend. We got 3 lanes, 2 cannons, 2 Zen. So this should be broke very easily. Meanwhile, the Mutas were on the other side of the map with the DT. They did once again. Very annoying, the white Protoss here. But we'll kill this base. Rue's expansion's about to finish. So probably just kill this and then back off. See how quick we are on the scan here. Let's at least get the notification because gotta hope with at least we do have scan energy. Pick out the DT. Off another Muta. And so Zerg knocked back. Bit of a move command turn. Goliath heal. The only issue right now, if I were to say there is an issue, would be that Bebe doesn't have an expansion, but it's totally fine. Oranges and money from his and Zerg got pushed back to 1 base, so Zerg is very weak right now. Union Corsair production. We did kill this cannon up here, so a bit of a pain. This DT is going to get in and kill a couple buildings, I guess. An observer popping out his race. Finally, at 11 minutes, we have detection. Kill the DT if we want, but she did tell me she has a tendency to accidentally click back into her base all the time. So once again, for like the 4th time, I'm gonna take this base. I will see if we actually keep the Corsair to protect it this time, because it keeps getting denied by the Muta over and over again. Corsair. Supply-wise, Rui's supply looking good again. Really high Goliath count. Get a couple tanks, like sci-fi vessels. Obviously, vessels good for detection, but also very good against. We're gonna have Goliath, vessels, and Corsair to deal with the Muta. You might down around here. Always good to do. Even if they have like observers and stuff, anytime you're fighting or there's chaos going down, if you throw mines just kind of random around the map, you'll always get some sort of value out of it. I think once again we just don't care that we have slow vultures though. Rui does not believe in vulture speed at all. Decided it's overrated. Yeah, we're kind of in the same boat as last game. They can push and end the game whenever they're ready, but we're just... Do they feel like a... I mean, Rui's supply is so high on this mech army. They can push into either natural and kill it very, very easily. We have observers for the DT. We have Corsair. We have all the signs. We have double scans. We have a ton of Goliath. We have cultures. What do we have here? Just handful of Muta, not even 12. Oh, up to 12 now. It looks like the push is coming out with the help like a Scourge. The damage goes, you know, donating them. Looking for the Corsair. Corsair did actually go +1 attack. So that's pretty good. I think we're on the Magic 6 right now. We're on 6 right now. I think we bled off quite a few. We did get the 1 armor though. The one that just does cancel attack. That being said, I see no way from the hold this push. And during the first game, but this time we're counterattacking the Protoss. He's just going to turn back. Rui should be able to handle this very easily. Then he need to send his full army back. Yep. Coming back. I mean, she's going to lose her expansion and take some damage, but the same thing's going to happen as really not much to save Zerg after this happens. This gets cleaned up. There's nothing left to... So it's nice and all to get damage done. Hey, what's up, Nick? So dark blue. Yeah, what's up, Nick? Okay, we're actually gonna kill the Nexus. I mean, that's pretty annoying for Bebe, but she's not gonna die, right? Supply is still gonna be very strong, and actually, I kind of like taking this one. Yeah, we're on the same team again. I saw that too. We can learn Terran together. Maybe with enough to push this back on her. She's pretty safe for a while, even without Rui's help. But once again, we're just killing the expansion and leaving. I just don't think they realize like how much of a lead they have both of these games and like what their kill pressure is. It's all the same. More fun this way, I guess. Make them suffer something. All these Zealots gonna get cleaned up. Supply is gonna be dipping. Rui up over. We got 40 supply. Imagine we have +2 attack on the way. At the point, there's gonna be a counterattack from these. This is annoying. They are doing this like annoying counterattack. Problem is they don't really have a way of clearing this army. They're doing some eco damage, which is really nice, but they're not able to kill their opponents. They're losing entire bases, and they're just getting really bad like army. Kind of the main issue. Like the eco damage is really good, but this army is just trading so efficiently. Corsair did come after the Muta here. Knowing Bebe, she's not at all. Looked at it here, and yeah, all the Muta get cleaned up. Okay. Like with that, game is... I'm just resetting the Muta count. Zerg's still on 1 base, so the gas income basically no. Using those Muta is an ending. I mean, I don't really feel like that way back in the game. Once again, I'm going to go for another counterattack, but at least this time Bebe does spot it. Trying to move towards him to intercept, and then... It comes back because he's facing the probes. A few more. And they just don't have a way of clearing us. Yeah, it's called. So, a nice 2-0 here for Bebe, and... Hope you guys like the low energy. 10 o'clock, I feel like it's like... Love Snow's on our team, but do you even play StarCraft anymore? I can never see him playing. Busted 3, are we playing another one? Is it good or bad to have him as a... They're just playing 3 games. Not necessarily a best. I don't know what their scoring system is or any... I really didn't get like hardly any details at all. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about Snow being a Terran coach. He plays WoW all the time. He has a whole lot to offer. Like, no offense. Love Snow. Love Snow. Alright, spawning on the top right, we have Uncle 6, or 6501, playing Zerg again. His teammate playing Protoss, bottom left, Itala. Rui, top left, Terran. I haven't been looking. Was he picking? I still haven't actually. Actually, I can look at him. He was playing random, not Terran. Are we going to see the exact same game? Or are we going to mix it up somehow? I mean, Rui and Bebe, they don't need to change anything up. What they're doing is working. 6501 and Itala have to figure. Kittens. Of kittens. Hang on. We're gonna ignore the early game a little bit. We've seen it already. As a scene. Yeah. They spend like all day reaching under my door trying to get inside. I think they love me a little bit. I think they like being around me. Whenever I go outside, they just like follow me. They immediately run to me and follow me everywhere. You love to see them. Kavpu crush everyone finally. He did really well. I think he did lose to, but other. The only reason I don't like having him in here is because I do my chair around a lot. I'm always afraid like they're gonna be up under my chair or something. On top of them. Rui is doing something. Here for a little bit. We're gonna Academy Wall, which is interesting. So I guess we're gonna be going bio this time. Meanwhile, I think we're getting a faster gas at least. I wasn't watching the opening from Uncle 6, but it looks like we did a little bit more eco. We did 4 lings this time instead. Academy Wall? Yeah, I don't know. They're just gonna do what they want. Is there not not the best example to follow. Kind of played their own game. Never seen an academy wall before. Do that. They're pretty young still. They're only like a few old, 5 or 6 weeks. Okay, sorry. We'll pay attention. Alright, so Bebe, same thing. Gonna see a Stargate, I imagine, coming up next. I got our 3 Zealot wall. Stargate coming. Bebe doing the exact same thing all 3 games here. This one climbs. It climbs people. And it doesn't feel good. I don't let them in here. Okay, so we got the defensive cannon coming down. It's kind of in a weird spot because the hatchery was early and the cannons were not here before, so... And it does at least cover the ramp. It's just that it can be separated from everything else if there are like... or something. So there are some adjustments here, it looks like. We did go a bit more eco for Zerg this time. We did go like the overpull 6. I think that's a good adjustment, that's what I was saying last game. I think this is what he should be doing. Spire coming down, a bit more drone count here, getting faster now. Basically rushing DT here for red, and I don't know. This is a Rui build. Okay, we go barracks, academy and wall, 4 marines, scanner, triple factory. Not a thing. Okay, coming. I mean, I guess they've been playing against a lot of DT, so we'll get more scan energy for like a push or something. Seems. And we just getting out, 2 Corsair coming across the map. That's not quite this mosquito. But hopefully. Like during the last game, she was getting a little bit better about not bleeding. Yeah, with this positioning, Scourge come out with proper micro. We could have killed both Corsair. Who wants to work that on? Hurting me, buddy. Okay, so definitely I think a much better position for Bravo 1. Well, last couple games here. DT harass here coming down. This is very annoying. Coming on top of the cannon here to kind of clear the cannon so the DT can come up and do work. See if we get scans out of our teammate. Okay, there's the scan. But it wasn't for Bebe, apparently. We just care. So all of this is exposed. We need scans from our... I was actually walking the cannon, but does get away. I'm gonna kill this cannon. We have 2 scans available from Rui. I don't know if she if she's just not asking. Nowhere, he doesn't care. But we're gonna lose all of our gateways if we scan like our pylons and stuff. It's more damage than we need to be taking. For sure. One of the DT does die too. At least nice. Either gonna try and jump on top of these Corsair, but a 4th Corsair comes out and we're just gonna continue to here. Another DT shows up and is just gonna bulldoze through the lines. We have no robo on the way still, so once again, no mobile detection. Our cannons get, or gateways get unpowered. Just taking a lot of, I feel like, unnecessary damage. Just didn't scan for our teammate. Don't know why. I don't know why we let that happen. Still could have mitigated a fair amount of the damage here. Because if we scanned and cleared out some of these DT as they were like coming in. She could have got her cannons up there. We did lose a couple Corsair, but we killed all the Scourge at least. Of course, they're going to be chasing this. Did finally scan and kill the DT there. Anyway, floating 1,000 minerals in the meantime. She did get supply blocked, lost her pylons. All the way home. Thinking Zerg's position is. This is much more playable. But we can keep kind of eating away at the Corsair count. But Rui is untouched once again. They really haven't been messing with it too much. Bebe's stuck down on one. Again, build like forward cannons and stuff. ET blocking. I'm not starting a robo. We have to get some mobile at some point. Like the plan is to creep cannons forward so we can expand instead of just making it a river. Our course count up. Okay, pretty high course count. Just 7 right now. An 8th on the way. 8 finishes. We got the +1 attack upgrade. No armor yet for the Muta here. So if the Corsair find this Muta, they can eat really with +1. Oh, why? Going to the Protoss. Like, how many times have we seen this happen where the Corsair just... this time? But so many times we've seen the Corsair just going off in the middle of nowhere and then Muta killing her. So many Corsair to clear Muta with. Like we're stopping at 8. I think that's good. I don't want to over Corsair. Because if you're making too many Corsair, it's also eating much, and you can very easily get killed by the. Rui is pushing out as they're getting ready. Like we're very unaware. Gonna walk into it here. Need the Corsair to join as quickly as possible. Through the Muta, like Muta basically do nothing with the. We're actually going to turn and fight, which is wild. We're just going to bleed off all of these Muta. Not a good call to fight that many Muta, or that many Corsair with your Muta. You guys got to cut it out. And just like that, our Muta flock is completely gone, and what I felt like was a pretty decent position for them. Pretty rough. Need to cut it out. Okay, going for this push here. In the meantime, we are getting another counterattack on Bebe. It seems like no matter what's going on, they just want to attack Bebe at all times. Pretty good pro blocking there on the things, killing things. Like we are going to lose our Nexus again, but once again we're trading the Zerg's natural for the Protoss natural. DT do come out and there's no observer here, so they'll eventually get cleaned up or pushed back. Really gonna keep pushing, clear out this natural. Third base, possibly going down here is good. Back now. Once again, Bebe taking her like the 30th today. 3 games. It's also done a full Hydra swap. His Corsair don't have a lot of value. The only thing they're going to be able to do is basically kind of flying around, realizing they don't have anything to shoot right now. Red supply is looking pretty decent. This is going to get cleaned up relatively well, pretty efficiently. They're actually taking the 12 o'clock by the Terran. And yeah, they did ping to go for the natural again, Bebe here. We have an observer with the push here, so these DT are not going to do any good. And I kind of talk about this a lot. I don't like overmaking DT, because if you're making too many DT, you have that much less high tempo. And like one observer cancels all of these out. You make a ton of DT, just kind of a lot of wasted supply. Like they die so quickly and they're so expensive. But we just lost all these DT. Zealot Nagoon, a couple Zealots. Whereas if you have like storms and stuff, because basically each one of those DT is very close to a storm. So hard to. The observer did fly into the cannon, so we actually don't have the tech. But take back everything I just said. If the cannons kill the observer, then I guess your DT can get some done. We are going to lose the Nexus. At the door. Alright. It's because I got the cats in here. Yeah, so once again, Bebe is like unironically, not exaggerating, this is like the 11th time lost this night, you know? Across these 3 games. But Terran pushing. It just seems like no matter what the situation is, they are going to counterattack Bebe. They're gonna kill her natural, and they're gonna sacrifice something in the meantime. Every single time. Rui only counterattacking, and then attacking Bebe every time he... This has been the way like every game has played out so far. With this natural going down, Red's about to completely starve. I mean, Bebe did actually starve. She's been better with her workers, actually. Maybe less minerals, because Red's been able to mine to it, where she's basically not touched at all. Give me 1 second. Oh. Really floating 3k minerals, by the way. Threw one out because it was messing with the cord. No. Oh, a little bit of something. Yeah. So we found the 12 o'clock Zerg base here. We're gonna siege this up, and there's not really anything to protect this base, so this is eventually gonna die. In the meantime, what are we doing? We're attacking Bebe's natural. Do we have storms for this? Oh. Looks like we might have forgot to research storm. It is a Protoss Classic. We have no storm for this. So her natural is going to go down. Believe it or not. Yet again. And with that, she has absolutely no mining happening right now. Yeah, I mean, even with Storm, she wouldn't have defended, but she could have at least traded pretty well, but I could probably just only just then realized she hadn't even started it yet. She has enough for 4 Storms here. Oh, okay, no, it just finished. But she did actually have it started just a bit after she had started the High Templar. A really, really big Storm. Got a ton of Hydra there. Got a lot of value there at least. Did clear at 12 o'clock in the meantime. So even with Bebe essentially dead, her team's in a really good spot because Rui's been completely untouched this entire game. His supply is really high, he has a pretty big bank. The only concern maybe would be that he doesn't have a third, but I mean he is clearing this up and he'll take a third soon. So we're gonna kill this third from red. Gonna be knocked down to his natural. Zerg also on 1 now. Trying to pick up there. Yeah, I just don't see how they end up beating this army. I think this army is too big at this point. They actually went 1 armor, no it. I guess. They're gonna come back and kill Nexus. Does get a cancel on his left at exactly 400 minerals. Huge storm there. Ton of damage. Now we do bleed off. Sucks. Got 1 left. Does scout the 6 o'clock base coming. Rui in the meantime, securing the 12 o'clock base. It's kind of dropping like always good to do. Create some chaos, make it kind of hard for stuff to like walk through. That's in the mean. Rui gonna regroup his army here and probably push Electrolyte. Gotta be a little bit careful of the counterattack from. It's mine right there. Like, look at this. What is that? 4, 8, 9 Hydras just died to 1. That's exactly why you just like random mines around them like that. Looks like Red's trying to counter at 12 o'clock, which I think is the right call. It's not gonna work, but like the thought process. If we deny this base from mining, then we don't have any more. Problem is they also have no more mining. Even while he's dying, he's down here microing against Bebe while he's getting pushed. Poor Bebe, she's been picked on so much this game. We're killing Hydras with probes and long distance mining so we can start our natural. Meanwhile, Rui is killing them. While he is killing them, they still want to attack. Yeah, with this natural going down, I mean, Zerg's not much anymore. Protoss just down to this one. Rui up 50 supply over the Protoss. We don't have to worry about killing the Zerg at this point. We go through like the headache of pushing up this, killing those, and then turning around and pushing Protoss is all he needs to do. Yeah. Absolutely huge tanks. No. A lot of tanks here and then not for the main. Maybe a little bit of a misplay. But 12 o'clock secured now. Zerg completely starved out. Protoss on 1 base. Bebe long distance mining. Not even bothering to save for a Nexus. Can't be bothered. I think we're making Templar with what little money we can. Gonna try and push in at 12 o'clock here. Repelled very. Yeah, I'd like to see Rui just turn around. Or something else. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. He is called, and they're gonna take the 3-0 then. The Red's ready. Guess he wants to fight it out. Uri's AFK, his camera is not moving. APM's dipping. I think he just went AFK. Yeah, there we go. GG. Well played. We beat the best team in the 2v2 tournament. I think that's all it's going to be. That is all today. Like I said, it was just like a quick little thing. Something chill. I'm kind of like low and tired. I'll probably be doing more of this as well. Trying to be a little more high energy. Been a little bit sick today. I got a fever in the middle. Okay, I'm gonna head out then. I will be doing K-League tomorrow, maybe BWCL. Should be streaming a fair amount tomorrow. Try and get a decent. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you guys. You guys have a good night, and I'll catch you guys.